So we're gonna get started. I start with unsalted butter because I wanna be able to control how much salt is in this. But if you wanna use salted butter, that's fine. You just wouldn't add any more salt on your own. So we're gonna put this in a bowl, boop. And because it's unsalted, I'm gonna salt it a little bit. And I like a fair amount of salt, so I'm gonna sprinkle this in there like that. And now what I've got here is I've got probably 3.5 tablespoons of chopped parsley. And it's chopped pretty fine. You can chop it really fine. I like to leave a little bit of texture because I just think it looks better. I think it's prettier in the butter. And we're gonna add that. And then I've also got a tablespoon of chives, just because I love chives. So you can mix and match these herbs in your compound butter. You don't have to stick with just one thing. Like what I'm doing now, you could mix them up. So you could even do, if you wanted to do a little rosemary and a little thyme and a little parsley, that would be really good and kind of a French combination. Or if you wanted to do basil and rosemary, it'd be a little bit more Italian. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna mash it up. Super easy. And you just mash, mash, mash. Make sure you get it all in there. Like make sure you go down to the bottom of the bowl and really mash, right? You don't want to just stir because you won't get the butter at the bottom of the bowl. And we're gonna mash, mash, mash until it's all mixed up. And there you go. As you can see, it's all mixed in. It looks great, right? It's just very simple. That's really actually all the work there is to it. Now I'm gonna show you how to wrap it. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, now that we've got our compound butter all set, what did it take, like 30 seconds, if even that? I'm gonna show you how to wrap it up so it lasts a long time. It also makes it easier to use. So we've got our butter, we've got a spatula. We've got a little square here of just regular saran wrap. And we're gonna scoop this into the middle of the plastic in a little lump there. And then the goal is we wanna roll this into a tube. So we're gonna bring it over here like this, bring the plastic a little over it. You can see how it's actually sealed itself right there. That keeps the butter from squeezing out all over the place. And then we're gonna take our hands right here like this, and we're gonna smooth it like this. See how it's creating like a little tube there? And then we're gonna smooth it out. Looks good. And then we're gonna roll it this way. Roll, 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 rolly, roll, roll. And then you grab the ends. That's it. That's all you got to do. Then what you do is you kind of straighten it out so it's more round, and then you put it in the fridge till it completely solidifies, and then you just slice it and put it on your food. And thanks to the magic of TV, I've got one right here. This one I made earlier, and I put it in the fridge, and so it's pretty firm. And if we unwrap it, it's actually, you can slice it perfectly into little medallions. Ta-da! So you just slice it like this and you drop it on your food. And in fact, I'm gonna show you how to do that. Okay, so our compound butter is done. We've made it, we've wrapped it, and we've chilled it. And what we've got now is this guy here. And it's super cute. It looks super professional. And what we've got here is a little plate of rice and chicken, super easy meal. Compound butter is gonna go really well on this. And actually it goes great with anything that you put butter on, right? So it can go on meat, it can go on starches like rice or potatoes, it can go on fish, it can go on bread, like if you wanted to make some toast and put some compound butter on it and like put your scrambled eggs on top, maybe with a little smoked salmon or ham, it would be delicious. But I'm gonna show you how this works. So you cut off a little slice like this, and then you get a perfect little medallion. Isn't that cute? Look at that. It's like a perfect little disc. And then you put it on your food. And your food is hot. And so what happens is you put it on your food, you take it out to people, you set it down in front of them. And as they're like beginning to smell it, the butter is starting to melt. And you can see here it's actually beginning to melt all over the chicken and the rice. And the longer it sits here, the more it'll melt and it'll smell good. And then when people start to eat, they mix it all up and it smells divine. And that's it. That's really all there is to it. It's like a 30-second sauce. Like it perfectly sauces and seasons your meal. And you really can't beat that for timing, can you?